Hey guys, I'm Paul from Contact Renovation, the Custom Homes, and the host of The Art of Renovation. I'm here with Zach from Alexander and Rose, and here we're checking out a really cool storefront he's put together for the Vignettes Brick and Mortar series. And this is a very 50s inspired space. And Zach, tell us a bit about it and what inspired you.
Well, what inspired, I've been a fan of the mid-century era forever. Vintage is kind of my vibe. My business is built on the whole, 1950s, 1960s sustainability factor, and just, that was a really cool time period for design in history.
Yeah, it certainly was.
When Vignettes approached us to be part of the Brick and Mortar Festival, we were going for recreating the 1950s home vibe. So when you walked back in, it was a very transformative space, and you could feel like you were walking back into your grandparents' living room.
I think we've accomplished that. If you could see the couch, you'd really feel it. But tell us a bit about in here what has been upcycled, and we'll talk a bit about what's also custom to help combine to really get to that true to the 50s feeling here.
Yeah, so obviously this is a festival, so there were budgets, and we still wanted to create the look of the time period, but obviously with the materials and the things that we could, and also keep it very sustainable using upcycled and recycled materials. So we're all big fans of Architectural Clearinghouse. We have many a trip there, sometimes multiple times a day.
Yeah, if you don't know what that is, it's a store that specializes in selling recycled building materials.
Yeah, so recycled, salvaged, and they do a great job of, it's a really cool place to go shop. When we came into this space, obviously some of the furniture from the time period that we wanted, we kind of had to get creative and figure out how we could create. So all of our bracketed racking systems and shelving and flooring were all kind of inspired by taking old materials and making them new.
Yeah, we also have this great little desk here, or
it's like a bar.
What do you call this? There you go. It's a bar, and it looks very true to the time, the 50s, but it's actually custom made. So you can combine, recycled, upcycled material, and also you can custom build to be very era specific as well.
Yeah.
Another really cool thing I want you to talk about a bit is this painting or this photo behind us, which is super cool.
Yeah. So with Vignettes, each of the businesses involved got paired with local artists. Mine was Danielle Sweetnam from Paper Moon Collage. So the picture you see behind me over my shoulder is actually a portrait of my grandmother from the 50s. We sent Danielle a copy, and she's a great vintage-inspired collage artist. So she takes, 1940s, 50s, 60s copies of Life magazine and Time and all those, and she collaged this amazing art piece that we had blown up and framed in our vignette space. So there's a lot of really cool art throughout each of the businesses. This was the amazing piece we created.
That's a really custom, cool feature. So you can also then incorporate something that really means something to you. It's Zach's grandma. How cool is that? And it's a wonderful piece of decor in here. So thanks so much for sharing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great job accomplishing the feel you're going for. I'm Paul from The Art of Renovation. Stay tuned for another episode on vignettes from this year and past years as well.